Yo, NFOMURK, back at it one more time. Look, it's nighttime. Special treat for the viewers. For those who enjoy, we out here. I'm with the homie Boom. One day I'm gonna get Boom on cam. We gonna talk. You think he's slick? I'm trying to get the angle right.
One day.
Hopefully they can hear me good, man. What's up?
Shit, let's start from the beginning then. Your thoughts on Genesis.
Alright. That's a good one. Genesis, alright. The word Genesis itself means gene, Isis. Right? Now, Isis is probably like the purest bloodline, like high feminine divinity personified in human recollection.
Yeah.
Right? So it's important for whoever's charting this to find that bloodline to Isis. Right? So Genesis, gene, the gene to Isis. So you can see how they could label something the first if they're trying to find the bloodline to a particular point, or a particular person. That's what makes Genesis seem like the first. It loosely translates to that, but we're looking for the first perfect woman, which was Isis. I don't know if we could find anywhere where you could say that. That was truly me just trying to make it show you why that's so important. You know what I mean? But I don't think it was ever written down like she would be the first, whatever type of woman I just described. You know what I'm saying? I just did that on my own to show you the importance of that. You see what I'm saying? Then in that book, the woman, because in my other video, I told you why I said that the black woman is God, right? So when you go into it now, you get the Adam and Eve, right? So after the primordial darkness gives life to anything outside of the darkness, the smallest part of that we know is called the atom, or element. That means it can't be divided and lose itself. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So when you cut any of these things in half, it's still going to be what it is. You cut water in half, it's still water. You cut fire, you cut this, whatever it is so that's essential all the way down to its fucking chemical makeup. You see what I'm saying? To its fucking is resonance in this energetic field that we exist in, what we call reality, right? So, damn. People tell me don't talk like that. Like, don't go there with it. Like, just talk basic. Because I'm trying to talk with a truth that you can't argue with later.
Yeah.
And that makes the language go into a particular thing that you might not talk with as layman terms. But I hope that all the words register as conceivable as you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Describe something. Yeah. But because it's so hard to describe something in these particular moments that occupy so many places in today's understanding. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when we all right, so now Adam and Eve, right? Adam was the atom and Eve is the thing that surrounds the atom, the thing that even made it even a place to be registered. You know what I'm talking about? It don't even make sense to have an atom if it doesn't have a scenery or a place to. It has to have something, and that something is Eve.
Now let me ask you this to stay on topic. What made you go to Isis versus Eve? When we talk about Genesis in the beginning,
right?
Most religious people would go straight to Eve.
Eve, right? I said, that's a fucking fire, bro. That's an ill-ass question, bro. All right, because one is a lie, one is the truth. You understand what I'm saying?
Talk about it.
So that is the construct of the Matrix, right? Now, anytime is some type of intel coming down, there's always going to be a spiritual a spiritual plane that you can explain the same whatever else from. You see what I'm saying? And whatever else tends to come with lies and riddles and mystery and this and that. And once you slide the spirit in there, it instantly unlocks all the stuff that you think you couldn't figure out because you wasn't in that building
Yeah.
and all that. But once you add spirit in there, you get to occupy the thought that might be in that same seat that's pushing the button to make you operate on the time you operate in. As you go further in, you realize that Eve is an abbreviation for a bigger word. I wish I could remember the word off bat, but it's like it don't even say Eve in it. It's kind of funny. It begin with an E though. It's a Adam and something or the other, right? But which pretty much loosely translates to man and the explorer, right? The exploration is the woman, and you are the explorer. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because she predated you, she brung you into reality. You have to explore that to understand why you are even here. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the exploration. That's why men are how they are is in our identity. Like it's not even nowhere else you could put it at. It's in your identity. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So your identity instantly ties into gender. And this is why the game is against gender. So now you can mess with your identity. You know what I'm saying? And now you don't have a purpose. And then because of that, you will have sex with plastic. You will have sex with plastic. Like, that's where it's at because you don't know where you at. You will have sex with animals. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sex, I wouldn't even say sex for real because sex does not mean that. Sex means the initiation of to make a child. So
where did we learn that at? Spell on that.
From Bill Clinton.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Bill fucking Clinton.
No.
I did not have
Sexual relations with her.
exactly.
Because the act that I was doing could not yield a child. So now when you look at gay sex, it's not sex because there's no way a child can be had. You understand what I'm saying? So sex is man, woman, child. Simple. It's in the equation of life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, I'm sorry. All right? Now, when you want to... Yo, I don't even know where this conversation about to go. Real quick, check it out. The on ancient texts, right? There's no vowels in the words. Even in Masonic texts, I got a book I found. It's a Scottish Rite rituals, and there's no vowels in the book, bro. No A-E-I-O-U's, and sometimes Y's. You hear what I'm saying? They not in that joint. And then when you do the math on why vowels is not in words, because vowels bring life to the word. What? Hold on. So if you got consonant, vowel, consonant, and you put it with an A, it got a whole new meaning to them consonants. You put it with an I, if the word can be changed with these same words, you understand what I'm saying to you? And I don't even know where that line of deception and manipulate. You see where? Oh my God! Whoa!
Well, since we on this path, let's delve into how they changing words nowadays into meaning something else. Like me and you talked off camera before about cases and deaths.
Right. COVID.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about how they changing words and uses.
I had a conversation with a Moor. And you know, Moors is big on breaking the words down, right? Like that's the strong point of being like if somebody tell you they are Moor, that's a strong point because you know that they into the phonetics and etymology of words and all that. They word detail. That's the thing of a Moor, right? So I was like, damn, bro, on your book, which one counts? The old book or the updated version of the old book? And he was like, the updated version. And I beg to differ because I think the older the book is, you get closer to the truth of that word. The updated book is also going to have the definitions is going to be updated. You understand what I'm saying?
The book we talking about is New Testament, Old Testament, or
the book we were talking about was the standard in which you can figure out information, period. It's not unique to any book at this point no more. It used to be in the Bible. That's the one that got janked around the most. But that technology, that technology also dripped into dictionaries and now Google. You see what I'm saying? So that same phenomenon of deception is now going to come and eradicate words you thought you knew when you was growing up versus what today words mean. And as soon as you pull up on a dictionary on Google, you're going to be, oh, yeah. You know? And sometimes when I look up a word now, I look up the word it means. Like, I look up the word and the definition I thought it meant. I don't leave Google to just let me, what does this mean? And Google give me the top 10. Fuck that. Go in, type in what you think it means and see if you can find a hit with that. And that's how you get deeper into it. You can't hide it.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So when you, but certain things is, you don't even know how to phrase it to even ask it to get to it. Which brings me to it right here, by the way. I had to tell you this. Either you work with it, you work on it, or it works on you. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And when you want to know what it is,
That's all across the board.
It is power. It is power. Anytime you heard, what is it about? It's power. That's what it's about. When you doing it, you're generating power. You are power. That's what it is. And power is the potential for energy to express itself. So you have to now be aware that you are power and then have a purpose that's on the order of things, and you will have a all right journey. I don't know how to. It's so hard to. Some people you just don't even know no more. Like it's the equation got so much in there that good people die, bad people die. But as long as you stepping in the right light, even if you die prematurely, it doesn't matter, because your spirit, your honor, other people that witness you, how you got through it, will take that piece of it and try to put it on themselves. I do it all the time. I do it every time one of our fallen comrades fall. I put myself in that same scenario and I try to find a way to sidestep that. And even the killers, the ones, the police, the whoever it is, they know it too. A lot of times they don't want to be the bad guy neither no more, so they handle it different. And then once you carry that the way you need to carry it, and 9 out of 10 you're gonna be drawing breath after that exchange. You know what I'm saying? But anything new and strange is only gonna lead to something old, new and strange. You know what I'm saying? So play the game like how it's supposed to be played, man. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah, stay in your lane, know who you are. Like, I was talking to my mom earlier, and I was like, yo, I'm so happy of my upbringing, because I've been called all types of names that I don't own, that don't fit me. Like criminal, thug, man, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? And as you evolve past that one thing, you realize you don't have a name. I can't fit into a box. Cause I'm constantly evolving. Like when I look at myself, bro, like I couldn't tell myself, yo, this is how you gonna look a couple years from now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I never, even when I decided to grow my hair, I couldn't pick this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is crazy. I got like these two joints I don't like they so unruly. But they match my personality because I think I'm unruly. So if I'm unruly and I got unruly hair, why would I be mad? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel me? So I had to learn to love it. And I couldn't pick it. This is how it is. As I talked to my mom about it, she said, your dreads are like fingerprints. They're unique to everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we got some commercial people that would do it commercially, and even that still has its own uniqueness to it versus the uniqueness of how it is how it is. Your hair density, your hair color, your hair growth, all that is going to texture, all that's going to change the dynamics. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh. Since you brought up the word density, what's your thoughts on gravity?
Gravity?
Gravity.
All right. Remember earlier we talked about 6, right? And 6 represented sex, because that is a purpose of man, right?
Right.
now as we understand sex, we get all types of variants of the term sex. Like I said, gay sex, this, that. But if sex does not yield a child, it's not considered sex. So it's really an act of masturbation at best. That's the only word the dictionary can classify it under, between sex and masturbation. Like, it doesn't have another word for it. There's another word that I know that's legally usable on platforms. Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So today make another word up. Masturbation would have the substitute for sex if the act does not yield a child. Right? So gravity is a word that falls under the category of masturbation. It only works in masturbating situations. It does not yield life, right? When you take gravity out of your lexicon, period, just eradicate gravity from you never heard it, and you replace it with density, because you got to take one away and you put one back, right? So now you're going from the truth to the lie to truth. You know what I'm saying? Now you're going to the truth. You put density in there. Density will work throughout every other conversation, even the conversation that spawned gravity. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
Isaac Newton was sitting under a tree and an apple hit him in his head. Do you really think at this point in humanity, that's when man wondered about gravity, the downward force of things? Do you really? Come on, guys. Isaac Newton, my nigga. Come on. Y'all tripping. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, he was sitting under a tree and it hit him, and that's when he said, "Oh shit, what's that? That made that do that?" Like, you ain't walking, like you see, it ain't other things doing it. Like, people ain't jumping, and people, you jump pretty high, you don't jump at all. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people can't tell that. The baby walking, crawling, stuff. You wait for that to what? Like, it's
All right, so what's your theory on why they implemented gravity versus just using density?
Yo, that's a good question. That ties into the root of everything. When we were talking about power, doing it is power, right? As you come into the world, you are a ball of infinite potential. You may not know that. Your mom and dad may not know that. But the crafters around know that. To prevent you from even knowing that, they have to play with your reality. I'm quite sure in my earlier YouTubes, I said something about if you manipulate the five senses, you can mess with someone's reality. Yeah. So one of their senses, which is probably your sixth sense, would be your interpretation of words and symbols and other stuff that ties into your basic five senses, right? But you have another sense of reading and, you know what I mean? Red is danger and all that stuff. That's not, whatever that thing is. You know what I mean? That acclamation is that. Those people who acclimated that to that you know that by. You know what I'm saying? Like, the red light means stop. Where did you get that from? You know what I'm saying? Nigger means this. Where did you get that from? White means this. Where did you get that from? You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So the constructors of that put that in there so that you would never meet your maximum potential. That's one of those words that is designed that you won't meet your maximal potential. Same thing you would get from masturbating. It's in the same category. There's no way you can meet your maximal potential by masturbating. I'm sorry. This is why they pump that shit. There's a point in time when they tell you, masturbating ain't that bad. Listen, there's nothing wrong with it. Everybody needs to do it. And you be like, then you hear religious orders tell you, nah, that's frowned upon. And then you in combat between a particular construct of this reality versus this part of reality. And then you sitting there like, what's wrong with me? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But whether you do or don't, it doesn't matter. It matters on how you feel on the act. You understand what I'm saying? But anything you do too much of, obviously you're out of balance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you should not frame your reality from that out of balanceness. You know what I mean? So hopefully that gives you a little leeway to feel good about yourself, for fondling yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But in the reality of it all, you can do better.
Yeah.
You know it. So cut the shits. You know what I'm saying? It's all about yielding life, more life. As we know who we are in the grand scheme of things, just you reproducing is an active act against what is causing you turmoil.
Mm.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
So it started to rain, man, and it's about a dub, man. Yeah, though. I think we should call it. You want to wrap it up or no?
Yeah,
You got another one? Give me another one before it come all the way down. Boom. Give me another one. I think I'm ready.
All right, well, a tough one. Since you was talking about life, ultimately, what's your theory on the purpose of life? Of course, don't go the typical to procreate thing. Let's go deeper than that. Deeper than to procreate. What's the purpose of?
That's a very good
life?
question, right? All right. So that's a very good question. That question is so profound that a simple answer would probably be the best way to help us understand the profoundness in that question, right? So the purpose of life, the fact that you can move, shows intelligence. Intelligence shows purpose. Purpose would be integrating into a essence of that human being. And it can be boiled down to one word as small as we can condense it. It's probably going to be adjective, a word that falls under adjective. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With an A. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Adjective. I'm hearing it. It's not like objective. You know what I mean? But anyway, so it could probably fit into a word that will fall into a descriptive word of your nature. You know what I'm saying? And that would be your functionality in which you see life and how you would go about it. People loosely refer to that as your ego. You understand what I'm saying? So your purpose would be carried out actively or passively by you, whether you know it or don't. It just is what it is. Your fear, your desire would hide your purpose. The fear and desire causes you to move, and your movement would represent your purpose to the all, whether you are blinded by your purpose or not. One can't never really describe his purpose in entirety versus how he integrates to the all. My God, what is going on? Is the camera catching this shit?
Yeah,
What
nice.
the fuck? I'm hearing myself say it. Like, that was a good question. Damn.
That's a good fucking answer.
Damn. I don't even care about the rain, man.
Yeah, so all right, so how you of course, again, me and you talking off camera, how you depict the reality from me and you talked about the daylight systemically feeding towards your physical self. Like you it's daylight, you out to move and maneuver and get shit done, and nighttime working towards your spiritual self. How do you decipher the reality between
Oh,
did I stump you?
Yeah, that was a good one, right? How did we deciphering reality? You already put it in such a way that it can go either way you want it to go.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And this is where the game gets really good at. You know what I'm saying? So the Matrix did a real good job of describing reality. When soon he asked Morpheus, what is real? No, he said something about real. Morpheus said, what is real?
Yeah.
And he took him to the dream world to compare your reality to the dream world, right? But one thing for sure, two things for certain, right? That we got a body, we got a spirit. The spirit adds animation to the body, right? The daytime we could give to the body. The nighttime we give to the spirit. Whether you can understand it or not, it's not the spirit problem. Because the brain resides with the body. The brain resides with the body. That's why. So the brain doesn't have any idea about spirit, bro. It had to be taught about that particular aspect of the mechanics of it. You understand?
Nah, I don't, because the brain
Woo.
is the guru of the body, in a sense, the all-knowing.
That's
So you
where
saying that
that's the seat of it. But the thing that it is doesn't encompass it. You understand what I'm saying to you? So you can find my kingdom, you can find my throne, but if you burn that down, that'll mean I'm gone.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying to you. That's what the brain is. It's the castle. It's the kingdom. It's the temple.
But not in connection with the spiritual.
No, that's where the spirit sits.
That's where the spirit sits.
Right. And this is where man makes sense of it. Memory, past, future, this and that.
Ego.
Right, all that.
Yeah.
But once that's the spirit is a tethering to the all, the indescribable, the infinite power. That's the spirit. Then your body is another part, and that marriage is the you. Once one
Did you
leaves,
just make a symbol for tethering?
yeah. This
God
is the
damn.
this is this is it. Like, yo. That to understand that you have to go into dimensions. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And once you understand dimensions, you will understand the marriage between body and flesh.
Wait, before we end it, you definitely gotta expel on this. What you said about the not deficiency, but autism and all that being a description of your mind, someone's mind in a different dimension.
Yeah.
Let's
Good
talk about
job.
that.
All right. Once you understand, once you go into it, you're gonna realize there's no such thing as crazy. Like crazy is just a lazy way to not go further than what you can understand. Right? And once you put crazy down, crazy goes in with gravity and masturbation. It's all of them is the same thing. Hereditary. It's all those words go in there. The same words. Hereditary. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Make me laugh. Like, you feel me? So anyway, so what was the autism, right? And so crazy. When you go into crazy now, you get different definitions of the word crazy, schizophrenic, but these words have no meaning to the person that's existing in the reality that you're trying to describe.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So in their reality, is real. It's not schizophrenic. It's not whatever you call it. It's really this thing about to get me. It's this whatever. But it materializes in what we can describe as another dimension, but has full influence on the physical body that's resonating in this dimension that me and you can observe. To say, whoa, this one is crazy.
Yeah.
It's almost like if God hypothetically was mass producing people, right? That's all he was functionality was, just pumping out humans. And a few times he made a few mistakes. Like a couple of mistakes come down, a few imperfections come down to John. You know what I mean? That's what it is. It doesn't mean that the schizophrenic is wrong, because he's receiving other dimensional influences as the reality. Because when you talk to him, let's say we did studies on the schizophrenics and all that, and we asked some questions, and what if they all describe the same thing? They crazy then? We don't do that, do we? Because we just say crazy and then we move on. But if you interviewed and get them to do something that we can get a concept of where they're at, would it be the same? I think it would. because this is how scientists are able to say that it's schizophrenic, because they're giving you a particular constant that ties in to that frequency in which we can now label as autism or disrespect or retarded or whatever name we choose fit, other than extraordinary. Yeah, I'm saying? This is crazy. You know what I mean? And you know, under any type of magnification, no one's perfect. And that shows you that you're a diamond, crystal. It shows you all types of stuff. That is your imperfections, actually your filtration for you to filter out what's real and what's not in your reality. So, man, it's getting heavy on the rain, dog. I got this little dude. Instead, baby, we gonna cut this one short. You heard me? Midget talk. One time, your boy, though. One, this gonna make sense. I guarantee.